Hey, it's Dominic again, and I have come to bring you yet another update on the Calgary flood. First of all, I'm going to tell you about this little walk I went on last night. It was about 3 in the morning, and I decided to go for a walk. I was thinking, gee, I wonder if there's anything open around here, because if I don't feel like cooking anything I have in the house, I want to see if anything else is out there. And I was just curious in general, I wanted to see if any of the fast food places were open. I wanted to see if there were any convenience stores open. Downtown has a lot of 24-hour fast food restaurants and convenience stores and things like that. I also wanted to have a look at the doors of my favorite grocery store and things. To see if there's any sign on the door that says that they're not going to be open. Because obviously at 3 a.m. the grocery store is not going to be open anyways, but I wanted to see if there was any sign on the door that stated they weren't going to be open, period, because of the flood. And sure enough, there was. But anyway, so went on a walk, just put my hoodie on and just went for a walk. And pretty much everything was closed. It was crazy dead downtown. It was so eerie. There were probably 5 places open. I can count on one hand how many places were open. So that's pretty crazy for downtown. It was pretty cool though that the convenience store was open. There was a Tim Hortons, 24-hour Tim Hortons open. There was a McDonald's open. And there was a Husky station open. So I guess that's 4 places. But the 24-hour McDonald's by my house was closed, by my apartment building. And walking around out there, it was so bizarre. It was such a surreal experience. It was Friday night, right? Usually around 3 a.m. all the bars are letting out. It's noisy as hell. Not only do you hear possibly the music coming out of the bars, but people pouring out onto the streets. I walked down 17th Avenue. It was completely dead. It was the most bizarre shit ever. It was so eerie and so creepy. It was like something out of a movie. It felt very Silent Hill. Parts of Calgary or downtown Calgary were very abandoned. Just almost nobody there. Once in a while you'd see a person walking down the street, but they were very few and far between. I saw maybe 5 people. So it was pretty crazy. And the only cars that were on the street driving up and down were either police officers or taxi cab drivers. And the taxi drivers were so creepy. They were so desperate last night to have passengers that they'd actually stop and stare at anybody who was walking past, whether or not they flagged down the cab. If I want a taxi, I'm gonna flag it down, I'll wave. I will signal. I don't need to be signaled to. With the cab driver's eyes, it was just the creepiest shit ever, and it happened at least 6 times. Every time a taxi would see me, they'd just stop and kind of peer out the window. It was just really creepy. There's one thing that was even that was incredibly creepy and really just totally surreal. It was like walking into another dimension. Was the fact that part of the city is completely shut down. There's no electricity in it. So I was walking down 17th Ave, and for several blocks there was light. And then you get to a point where there is absolutely no light and you cannot see anything beyond that point. It was so creepy. I got freaked out and I was gonna walk down there. But you can't see anything. You would need a flashlight to see anything. There's no street lights on, there's nothing. No house lights, no business lights on, nothing. Absolutely dark, completely pitch black. Yeah. So I turned around and just walked in the other direction down 17th Ave, and I ended up stopping at the McDonald's and I had some food. And I sat there and I watched the news on the big screen TV they have there. And talked to some pretty cool people, 2 of whom were evacuated. But yeah, just super, super crazy, surreal as heck. just the way things were downtown last night, because it's Calgary. It's a pretty happening city, especially on a Friday night. So it was so weird. So yeah, and then I stayed up until probably noon today, and then went and finally had a nap. And when I woke up, I was very pleasantly surprised about the river levels. It has seemed to have receded even more. It's looking pretty good. I'll show you in a minute. It's looking pretty good. It doesn't seem to be in any danger, even less so than it was yesterday, and it wasn't looking very dangerous yesterday, but it doesn't seem to be in any danger whatsoever now of overflowing, at least in my area here. So that's really good. It's crazy. Looks like my little area of downtown Calgary, the downtown west area, completely escaped the flood remarkably, while most of the areas immediately surrounding my area were either evacuated or flooded or both. So I think I need to thank my lucky stars tonight. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, just our little area. It's like an island of safety. Like, we're good here, you know? It's so weird how our area was completely untouched, and we've got a riverbank 3 blocks from us. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The weather has improved. I don't think it rained at all today. I was asleep for 6 hours, so I'm not sure if it did or not. But it doesn't look like it did. And so it's no doubt going to aid in the floodwaters recession. There being no rain, because rain really doesn't help the situation. You know, it's just adding more water to already bountiful amount. Parts of downtown are reopening. It's looking a little bit better. They're reopening some businesses, some roads, some areas down here. So it's slowly improving, and that's a good thing. I suppose the only really negative thing happening right now is the fact that the drinking water now tastes like crap. Yeah, it's just started tasting like absolute, I don't even know, clay or mud or something, but it's definitely an off sort of flavor to it. And I drink tap water every day. What I do is I put it in a big 4-liter jug and stick it in the fridge. For you people in the US, that's a gallon. And I usually go through about a gallon a day, and yeah, I drink it. I've been drinking it every day, constantly, for I don't even know how long, a while. Probably over 2 years or so I've been doing that. But yeah, it never tastes like that. You know, the cold, chilling it usually masks any weird flavor, but not now. It doesn't matter how much you chill that water, it still tastes like ass. So I'm thinking of investing in a little Brita filter thing for my tap, see if that helps any. But yeah, it tastes disgusting, and it's going to be really difficult to keep up with my water drinking. I think I might have to just drink nothing but Coke Zero for the next week or so. I'll be pretty wired, but yeah, it's just so yeah, that's pretty much the only like super negative thing I can think of right now. Everything else seems to be improving, but yeah, the water just tastes like nastiness. And you may have noticed if you watched my first video, I think it was, where I showed the comparison photos of what the riverbank looked like before, you may notice that the water is a totally different color now. Like, it used to sort of be like this translucent greenish tinge kind of to it. It looked very clean, it looked healthy, and now basically it looks like chocolate milk. So it looks pretty nasty, and that's, I suppose, running into our water system and all that. And it's still clean. There is no boil water advisory in effect right now, so the water is perfectly like healthy to drink. But do you really want to drink it? It tastes like crap. But yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with the whole buying bottled water thing. I think it's a waste of money, personally. You know, when you have perfectly good tap water that you can treat at home, or, you know, just refrigerate and it'll taste okay. Not in this case, but you know, I don't get why people are clearing the shelves at the stores and just buying crap tons of water. It's a little taste of apocalypse here in Calgary. It's a very small taste of what an apocalypse would be like. Yeah, especially with my little walk around downtown last night. Yeah, definitely had a very apocalyptic feel to it, with everything being shut down, nobody being around. Yeah, very Silent Hill, very I Am Legend, kind of. You know, if you've seen that movie, like the entire city of New York is like deserted. So yeah, it was like that. All right, now I'm going to show you the river levels. Alright, the sun's about to set here, so I'm gonna try and get this video in, the video of the river, before it goes down and we can't see it anymore. So this is what the river looks like now, and as you can probably see if you watched my last video, it has receded even more from then, so it's looking pretty good. I mean, obviously the river bank and the walk area have been completely washed out, which sucks. I hope they can rebuild it, because people in Calgary loved using that path for biking and jogging and things. So I hope they can restore it. But in terms of the river levels, in terms of how high it is, it's looking pretty good. It's gone down quite a bit. And that's the bridge there. There's some kind of roadblock going on still. As you can see, the police car there. And some blockades. Yeah. That water was almost right up to the bottom of that little deck there. So it has improved significantly. Okay, we're gonna have a close-up of the building here. Just hold on tight. Alright, there we go. So that is where we are at with the trees, and actually you can even notice how much the water has gone down in that area with the trees there. Starting to see a little bit of grass, it looks like. Another building close up. Okay, there we go. Those trees are still half submerged. People are making funny noises. It must be Saturday. Alright. Another extreme building close-up. Ooh, look at all those apartments. Okay, and here we go. The other bridge that I, of course, don't know the name of, but that's fine, because anybody who lives in Calgary or has been to Calgary and is familiar with the city will know what bridges these are, so that's all that matters. So yeah, that's the other bridge, and you can definitely notice some recession there as well. Like it's definitely gone down. And the riverbank there. So this is good. This is good news. This is what the city looks like. Still totally dry in my area. Ooh, building close up. Sorry. I really want to live in that building, by the way. See the swimming pool? Ah, so jealous. Anyways. So yeah, that's the river. And I really should have turned off the video, unfocused, and then shot the streets if I was going to show you how dry they are, but that's fine. So yes, this is how things are looking right now, and like I said, absolutely no overflowage yet, and I don't think it's even likely that it'll happen. And we have still not been evacuated, of course, and our area is most likely not going to be. So like I said, we very narrowly escaped, and completely escaped the flood in our area. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll definitely be thanking my lucky stars tonight. So you can see we've got a nice beautiful sunset going on. It's just going behind that building there. Beautiful. And, this is the sky right now. It's fairly clear, no rain. It's looking nice. Nice healthy weather. No more rain, at least for now. Let's keep our fingers crossed. There's the horizon there. Gorgeous. And here's a quick sweep of downtown West Calgary. The co-op seems to be closed. Right over there. I wonder if there are any grocery stores open downtown. I need some milk. Random, I know. But yes, okay, this is downtown. The downtown west. Looking pretty clear. Of people and cars. Yeah. Downtown's not totally shut down. There's still people here and there, but I think a lot of people are still avoiding downtown just in case. They say that schools and businesses are going to be closed on Monday. Not all businesses, but some. Most likely government businesses. Ooh, look at those little specks on the ground. See people just walking around. So yeah, that's Calgary. That is downtown West Calgary. It's looking pretty dry, pretty healthy, and I think the worst is over. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off. That's it for today. If anything else changes, I will keep you updated, but I highly doubt anything is going to change from here, except for the better. So, perhaps I'll update on that, maybe not, but yeah, it's been fun making videos again. I hope you all are doing great, and if you're in Calgary, I hope you're safe and warm and dry. And I'll hopefully be making another video relatively soon. Take care.